Oftentimes our coaches have written training and we'll put in like AMRAP-1 and we get a lot of questions about it, so we want to address it. AMRAP stands for as many reps as possible. So what does AMRAP-1 or something along those lines, what does it mean, right? It's referring to reps in reserve. You might have seen that as RIR, reps in reserve. So it's basically saying I have X number of reps like in the tank, so to speak, right? So it's projecting if I were to try to make an attempt at another rep, would I be able to make it, right? If you're stopping one before what you would project as your point of failure, that would be 1 rep in reserve. If you're doing 2, that would be 2. It might be 1 to 2. So for example, a strict pull-up of 3 sets of AMRAP-1. So you're doing as many reps as possible, leaving 1 rep in the tank, so stopping 1 rep before you would imagine that you would fail. And you're going to be doing 3 sets of that, so you need to rest to good recovery between to ensure that you're having good quality in each one of those sets. Another example would be back squat. You're building to a tough double in 10 minutes, and then you're doing 4 sets of AMRAP-1 at 85% of that double that you found. So you put 85% onto the bar, you're going to do as many reps as you can, stopping 2 before what you project as your point of failure, and then you'll rest again to good recovery in between each of those. You'll do that 4 total sets. And a final example would be every 2 minutes for 6 sets. On the first interval, you're doing AMRAP-1 to 2, so again 1 to 2 reps in reserve of a strict ring dip. And then on the second interval, you'll be doing AMRAP-1 to 2 of a bench press. Again, anytime you see numbering after intervals like 1 and 2, that means that you're going to be alternating on the odd and even sets, so you'll be doing 3 sets each of that sort of work. So that's how we most often write reps in reserve for our athletes.